Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Powell. Sometimes in textbooks and other places, they use the letter D to represent the slope of a linear sequence, an arithmetic sequence. Instead of using M, they use the letter D. So instead of mx plus b, it's really d times n plus, and then the y-intercept is actually a sub 0. So this is commonly, and this is one way to think about it. So we have a sub n is equal to dn plus a sub 0. That's common. Another way that they often write this is a sub n is equal to d times, and then instead of n, they like to say n minus 1. But let's see what happens when they put n minus 1. When they do that, so d times -1, it distributes to, this is really dn minus d. So to make this formula look the same as this, we have to like add a d plus a sub 0. Notice that when we do that, these cancel, we get the right formula, but they like to use an n minus 1 often. But notice what that does. You know what d plus a sub 0 is? D is the ticket, the key for how to go from one term to the next. D plus a sub 0 is actually a sub 1 plus a sub 1. You may see this popping up. They may use this often. I like to use this way because it kind of reminds us of what's happening with an mx plus b type pattern. However, this is also very commonly used. So I wanted to point that out and let you know that you may see that coming out, and to be familiar with that in case you need to use it at some point. Okay, so sometimes questions are asked like this, like what if, suppose that a sub 1 is equal to 12 and maybe d is equal to -3, and then they say, okay, what is a sub 23 equal to? All right, to figure that out, first we take these and we can get our formula for our sequence down. Our formula for our sequence would be a sub n is equal to the slope, -3n, and the intercept, well, this is interesting. We have a -3 slope, so that means from each term, so starting at 12, let's think about that. Subtract 3 and subtract 3, but we want to go backwards because 12 was position 1 to 0. So it looks like this must be 15. So it looks like our formula is -3n plus 15. So to figure out a sub 23, you simply plug 23 in for n, and we get -3 times 23 plus 15. So that's -69 plus 15, which would be equal to -54. -54. So it looks like this is -54. Thanks for watching.